It's kind of a weird one to answer because we're doing pretty much just as good at TI as the last one. So for now, and
I think he's asking for the DPC season, like the roster.
I guess the only thing that he's asking is the DPC system. Okay, so before the DPC system happened, it was already in place and doing good. Last year, like with Matu and Zai, we already did play a major in the previous year before Corona, and we did do good. So it was kind of like the team already existed and it was already good. So when we went to the DPC, we weren't really a new team. We didn't need to figure things out and stuff like that. But when we started this iteration, it was kind of like, we weren't sure, obviously, if we were a good team. And it took a lot of time for us to figure stuff out. But, time was starting to run out and people were getting a bit too anxious and they needed to change teams. And overall, it was just basically things did not work out. That's why it was not that good of a DPC time for us. I'll give that to Rezo.
Okay. I mean, I think it's cool. I mean, it's both sides, right? Like it's cool for the people that there's much more games to watch, but at the same time, it's I heard people are from the group stages, there's 50 games a day or something, right? What's going on? It's really hard to follow up all of the all the games. So people had to choose which ones do they want to watch. And for us, as a players, we went from the LCQ to playing group stages to playing playoffs. It was a lot of games for us. But I really enjoyed each one of them because it made us stronger with each series. We figured things out and we became better as a team. So I mean, I enjoy playing Dota, and the more the better for me, honestly. But this break that is happening right now, it's kind of weird because we can't really practice too much because there's not a lot of teams left, and you don't really want to scream those ones that are left in the tournament. The others that are already out don't really want to play. So the break time is be improved on for the later TIs.
I mean, I like mid lane more, for sure. And I would guess which one is harder.
Mid lane.
Probably mid lane. I don't know, it's similar. Similar. Because on bottom, I think offlaners are much better than they used to be. So it's kind of the same level, you could say, because they contest every creep. It's pretty much similar in this patch, I think.
I do not know how I maintain my enthusiasm for Dota 2. That's the kind of answer that I can give because I don't really do anything different than I've done 10 years ago or 20 years ago. So perhaps I just don't care.
I was answering that.
You can. No, okay, I'll answer. Rezo fitted in very nicely for us because he was playing a role that we needed, we already saw that we needed, and also him and Zayat were big friends, and then they meshed together very well. So we would already have a lane that kind of is functional and didn't need that much work on. So it already gave us a big boost on how to actually win games and basically create a nice play style and not think about the other issues.
Renzo, how does it feel to play the same
It feels great. It feels great. I'm not playing publics anymore. So, thank you. See you, Siri.
No, I mean yesterday I had anti-mage mid lane and arc warden carry, and you know it was hard. It was hard to be part of that game.
I would want to see more tournaments, more majors. I do not like the fact that there's only 3 chances, which means that kind of teams usually get to human beings usually tend to give 1 chance, second chance for everything. So if first one doesn't work out, you go try to go for the second run. But by the time the first and second run work out, apparently you don't really have enough points to actually even win the 3rd major and go to TI, like Entity had to be in that spot. So I would like to see way more majors, way more chances, and at least 5.
They should increase the points given at the majors compared to
Qualifiers.
the qualifiers.
I agree
that is true.
And that's creating too much imbalance in a situation that you can't even win the major, the 3rd last major, and get to TIs because majority of points are being farmed up in regionals.
Yeah, also, I feel we need to make more majors, or at least if you have 3 majors, more prize pool. Because everyone is playing only for DPC. There is, to be honest, players not playing for money because it's before, in Kyiv major, Manila major, it's major, it's a lot of pressure, something like that.
Yeah.
Now it's just tournament for DPC only, and that's kind of sad.
Because also you don't really care who wins.
Yeah, it's
In the 3rd major week, I can say from my experience, and I think everybody here, that we didn't really care who wins that major. We were just mostly looking who's going to qualify?
Yeah.
Is Fnatic going to qualify? Is VP going to qualify? And we're not even looking at who's the winner or something like that. We don't even care. There's 9 teams that are green already, and there's 3 teams that are fighting for a
the
DPC.
final 2 days, we didn't care. It was boring though.
Super
because
boring.
the DPC got decided.
Yeah, who cares about if they win, because it's kind of pointless. So yeah, I think it's a big flaw.
Also, the length of the qualifier could be shorter as well, right?
It's 3 weeks right now instead of 6, but I still feel like it should just be a group stage of TI, almost. Because I don't understand, why do I need 3 weeks to qualify to a tournament? I need literally 3 days to do it. And
That's how I feel too.
because I understand you want to do content and stuff but you're just stealing time from Dota. There's a lot of tournaments to be played. You could have a fruitful area where much more tournament organizations kind of come there and make more tournaments, and you would have your content, and you would have breaks, and you would have a good system where you work out and take a break, and work out and take a break. But instead you just sit there and you play Dota games every 3-4 days and stuff like that. I don't think Dota functions that well like that. In a recent stream, Yamster recently stated that long breaks between games made things weird and that players got homesick. Is that the same case now? Is it detrimental to your momentum with TI? How is Team Secret utilizing this break? Yeah, I remember quite well that basically these 4 to 5 day breaks, when you get to the winner bracket and stuff like this happens. I don't really remember it being on TI. And TI, I feel like there was always a match after each 1 day. But I do remember playing a major where we had a 4 or 5 day break. And it's really bad because you start not focusing on your objective, which is, winning and playing Dota. Because when you have a 5 day break, you kind of start thinking you start thinking of your life, and you start thinking of other things, and kind of starts making you feel kind of depressed. So they are
When you think about your life,
because you're stuck, you're stuck in your hotel room, you're stuck in some, you're eating the same food or you're tired of it. You've already been here for a month and now you have a break. But this is not a break for me, to be fair. Like, I would want to finish this thing and then go home and live my life. But instead, you're just having a break for no reason. So it's not a break for you. You want it to finish, you want it to do your job till the end.
Yeah, you can't really relax.
No, you can't relax. You're stuck in a limbo. You have to be tense still.
Yeah.
But have a break, it's not good.
You gotta keep your focus. That's true. Indonesia. Right?
Right.
Some
Thailand.
Huh? Thailand. Now I'd like to play in Bali. I think Bali would be sick.
Thailand sounds cool.
Thailand food is good. So, yeah, don't bring up anything.
I think it would be better if it started right away from the big stadium, and so every team got to play there, because it's a really big experience for all the players, and everybody has to have a chance to be there. So it's kind of bad that only 4 teams are going to be able to play in front of the big stadium, big crowd.
I mean, since thinking of every TI, like, you literally walk into the arena every time, and then you're in your booth. You have to watch the TI. It actually feels like big and magical. I haven't felt that this TI whatsoever because of this like small venue, whatever, and thing like that. You know that feeling. You've been there. You know that feeling, right? It's crazy.
Yeah.
I love that. Totally.
No, like it's a different vibe, like I still haven't seen Gabe come up and and say like, oh, welcome to the international, and stuff like that's kind of like, losing the vibe, man. Bring it back.
Bring back the vibe.
Honestly, not much about it, because these groups don't really matter. You never trust anyone to predict anything correctly in Dota. They're all wrong. And you just gotta play a group. It's like, let's say even if one group is stronger, there's like an advantage to be like, if your group is stronger, it's good because you're probably learning more. And then in the playoffs, you'll get a matchup against supposedly a weaker group, right? And the reverse is like, actually, I would prefer to be in the stronger group, but in the reverse, you should smash everyone, learn nothing, maybe lose like EG. That's just a joke. I didn't really think much about the groups. I didn't even try to compare. Just looking at which teams are in which team, and like kind of trying to remember what what kind of Dota they played, because some teams were less familiar.
What is important to you for a team to win TI? What's important is to win TI.
To play good.
to play good, to win TI. That's pretty much it, guys. I don't know, man. To be honest, I would feel very happy if I would, achieve a win, not only just for myself but my teammates that have been working hard this year, because this year has been pretty shit for me. So to go this far and like help me out, and be part of this experience that I've gotten to TI and be able to win it would mean a lot to me. It's not necessarily all about me. I actually would feel much more for others.
Maybe we could take turns just naming one team.
Yeah.
I think to me it's EG and Bedboom, both like surprised and disappointed. Like I expected Bedboom to do like much better, and EG, like I surprised they would do so well, but at the same time, like they kind of fell from from their play style and didn't really continue building up on that momentum in the playoffs.
You have something to say? We should choose every guy.
Yeah. Surprise was I guess Hokori, because like even though they got last place, I watched them actually during the boot camp, and they were taking a lot of games off, you know, the established like C teams like, you know, Fnatic, SMG, whatever, and like you could see like they were going to be a threat in TI. I think they should be disappointed with their performance because they were in the other group, but I think a lot of their games were really spicy and like they actually could have had like a Thunder Awaken kind of run too.
And to me, it's Kokori and Thunder Awaken because it's the same scenario. I think Kokori could have been in winner's bracket and maybe could have won one match, you know, and things would be different. And Thunder Awaken is the same. It's like strong team, scary. You know, they do some stuff that just kind of like makes you feel like they are confident with running in and dying, you know, and just going crazy on you. So it's very surprising.
Yeah, for me it's entity. To be honest, we lost them in qualifiers, and also at the pre-party, everyone is talking like, "Oh, it's like dangerous teams. They might win TI." Like everyone said the truth. And after the group stage started, like in the second day, we watch. Oh, where is it? Oh my god! Yeah, it's just, for me it's biggest one.
I agree. Absolutely.
I would say OG. I would have liked to face them at least once this TI, but I didn't.
What about Team Spirit, the previous TI champs?
I mean, that's also a surprise.
It is a big surprise.
That's
It is a big
kind of
surprise.
disappointing because I think that they were the best team in last TI. Who would have known?
I mean, they played normal, not that bad. They just didn't reach the upper bracket and just lost in B1. It happens, you know.
Yeah.
But they
Unlucky.
wasn't like super bad in game, you know.
Skida has its own sauna buff. The resolution spent like half a year like basically playing Dota from the sauna as well. Alright, so what you don't know is Skida has this buff of sauna with me because every time he went, I went with him as well. So we're matching that one. But on top of that, I have another half a year playing from the sauna from Bali. So can he overcome that? I don't know. We'll see. Who's is stronger? You can answer that. Who's is stronger? I have more time. I think it was more pressure during the last chance qualifier.
For sure.
Right now, we kind of like, we are free, you know, we already here. Like, there's no pressure on us. Nobody expected us to do anything, right?
Of course, they booked me flight home at 14 October, and I was like, no.
I don't want to go.
Yeah.
I want to say.
It's like, what the hell? Why?
I think it's very, very important. Apparently, they're probably not going to do it again, but I would want to convince them otherwise because the issue with a really stacked region means that you won't get some of these teams into TI, and I think it's really valuable for any of these teams. Let's say we would win the regional qualifiers. To be fair, Entity does deserve to be in TI, you know, and Liquid, as you can see, does deserve to be in TI. You know, they actually need a fair fighting chance to, you know, to qualify, because it's, you know, obviously life is not fair, but we can kind of make something fair like this happen. The last chance qualifier is an opportunity for a lot of teams to, you know, show what they got.
It also shows like which region is strongest, right? So
Yeah, also I don't like
all the
seeing
regions.
that the regions like it's kind of strange. I mean, all regions in the same spot, like too many points from like your place in your
qualifiers.
in your qualifiers is kind of bad because we got a lot of teams from weak regions and not a lot of teams from strong regions. That's why LCQ helps that a lot.
It's a good way to like thin down who's bad and who's good and just kind of get some correct teams into TI without like any crazy system, honestly.
the question about shaving, no, nobody from Secret is gonna do that because we're not gonna follow somebody else's path. We're creating our own path.
The Yatoro.
Yeah,
the shave.
Yatoros
Yeah.
is the
We're not-
TD.
It's called. We're not posers.
We're not posers.
We're not posers.
I'm a poser. I wanted to do it, but too late.
When did you want to do it?
Before TI.
Oh,
Before TI.
I mean, I maybe would have done it if it wasn't if we qualified, you know.
I mean, not bald.
Yes. Okay, true. Wait, he said you know, if we would qualify through the regional qualifiers.
Yeah.
Oh.
He said he would shave. Yeah.
We saved.
But then too many people do it, you know.
But then you would be
Yeah.
first. Like
Yeah.
at least you're the first poser at least.
Being the first poser.
I think Rezo and Zeiss bring a lot of confidence to the team. Like it's obvious that the conversations end up pretty much like with basically like thinking with confidence, running in, you know, trying to do the kill, and you know, I think these are the reasons why a team can start feeling very kind of like free when playing Dota. So you don't really think about other things besides just doing, you know, just going in. Even if it doesn't work out, who cares? We're going in, you know, we're going in and we're going in together. Oh, right.
What do you mean?
Remember, that's definitely
You're
for you.
the secret guy. No, that's
You're
not
the secret
definitely. This is definitely.
Come on, you need it.
Definitely. Yeah, but then there's going to be.
But the
better
Thai
questions.
supporters, you know, you've already supported the Thai.
Thanks for supporting us.
The fans will love it, man.
The fans love it.
Yeah, you know,
I mean,
thanks.
thanks for supporting us, Thai people, but you know, that's just all I can say because I don't speak the language. Bring a TI in there, you know, bring me to the tournaments. You know, I need your food in my belly.